Is India turning into a more open economy? The answer increasingly looks like yes, but selectively and strategically. First, what is an open economy? An open economy is one that actively trades with the world, allowing goods, services, capital, and investments to move across borders with relatively fewer restrictions. In contrast, a closed economy protects domestic industries through high tariffs, strict import rules, and limited foreign investment. Today, India appears to be moving steadily toward greater openness. In the last few years, India has signed major trade agreements with multiple global partners, including a free trade agreement with the United Kingdom in 2025 and a landmark free trade agreement with the European Union in January 2026, one of the largest trade pacts in India's history. The EU deal alone connects India to a market representing roughly a quarter of global GDP and significantly expands market access for Indian exports while reducing tariffs across large segments of trade. Along with earlier agreements with countries such as the UAE, Australia, and the FTA bloc, these deals signal a clear strategic shift. India is positioning itself more deeply inside global supply chains while still protecting sensitive sectors like agriculture. But this is not the first time India opened its economy. The first major opening happened in 1991, when a severe balance of payments crisis forced India to liberalize, reducing licensing controls, lowering tariffs, welcoming foreign investment, and moving away from decades of protectionism. That opening was crisis-driven. The current phase, however, is strategy-driven. Unlike the sweeping reforms of 1991, today's India is opening selectively, negotiating trade deals with trusted partners, encouraging domestic manufacturing through incentive schemes, and gradually integrating with global markets rather than removing all protections at once. So what are the advantages of an open economy? Open economies gain access to larger global markets, allowing exports to grow faster. They attract foreign investment and advanced technology, boosting productivity and employment. Competition from global firms can also improve product quality and lower prices for consumers. And participation in global supply chains can accelerate industrial growth. However, openness also has downsides. Domestic industries that are not globally competitive may struggle against cheaper imports. Open economies can become vulnerable to global shocks, such as international recessions or geopolitical conflicts. And excessive dependence on imports in critical sectors can create supply chain risks, something the world witnessed during the pandemic years. This is why India's current policy is often described as calibrated openness. Instead of complete free trade, India is choosing targeted integration, signing trade agreements, easing investment flows, and expanding exports, while still protecting sectors considered strategically important. So, is India becoming an open economy? Yes, but not the way it did in 1991. Then, India opened because it had no option. Today, India is opening by design, using trade agreements and global partnerships as tools to strengthen long-term economic competitiveness. And the success of this carefully balanced approach, openness with strategic protection, may well define India's next decade of economic growth.
If you like this video, then like, share and subscribe to ET Now.